Good morning, Mama V.
Good morning, Roland. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
good. It's just
Thursday.
the tragedy in the UK
Yeah.
that's resulted in many of us calling our friends and our cousins, etc.
Yeah.
To check on them whether they're good.
But they are good. They are
You
good.
have people you call?
Uh,
Not really.
I actually didn't call anybody because I looked at where the incident happened.
Do you know people at Amanone at all?
No, I don't.
Yeah. Because as a unya boga, unya swag bisa. What do you say?
Yeah.
Is a program.
Yeah, but they said, London is back. London
To
is
normal.
back to normal.
Yeah.
People are going about, even though, the
Is it
events.
Theresa May? Is that Prime Minister's name? Theresa May?
Yes.
Okay. And I heard her this morning talking about
That was
bad
yesterday.
life. Okay.
Like
Normal.
yeah,
Normal.
people
Kept-
would get
kept
on the
mentioning
buses,
normal.
on the trains,
Kept
and go back
normal.
to their normal. People who
Normal.
are visiting the UK, would go visiting the sites and things like that. And Parliament will be in session
Yeah.
today as normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. But we have some interesting stories to take a look at.
We do.
And we
Let's-
know yesterday was World Water Day.
Yeah.
We did great things on the show as
Yeah.
well, and it continued on the rest of the programming on the network too. But the highlight of it was that Ghana really, the way and the rate at which we're treating our water bodies, we could be in some dire straits
Yeah,
in the future.
I
In the near
guess
future.
that's why there's a big campaign because on the front page of the Daily Graphic newspaper, there's Graphic Gibber Media Partners to launch campaign to stop galamsey. We'll get into a bit of the details on page 54.
I think we
in a
already
bit.
have been doing our bits.
Yeah, we have. I think
always.
individual media houses
Yeah.
have been doing at any point
Our
in
chief
time.
correspondent on Galamsey,
So,
Justice Baby, has been drinking the water Wolof. Yeah.
Court places injunction on R&E Group to construct premix concrete factory. That's another headline there. Ghana to establish Bauxite Development Authority. That's coming from President Akufo-Addo. Ghana faces water crisis within 20 years due to activities of galamsey operators. Comes with a picture of the Water Resources and Sanitation Minister, Joseph Kofi Adda. Vivid account of Kintampo Waterfalls tragedy in the graphic. The paper is advertising tomorrow. Okay, now let's go to 54 on how this massive media campaign to stop galamsey is going to go down. That's in page 54 inside the Daily Graphic newspaper of today. Okay, here we are. It says that the Graphic Communications Group Limited is seeking a partnership with the Ghana Independent Broadcasters Association and other media organizations to stop illegal mining activities, otherwise called galamsey, in the country. The editor of the Daily Graphic, Mr. Ransford Tete, who announced this in Accra yesterday, said the time had come for Ghanaians to speak out boldly against the galamsey menace and take concrete action to get the government to use the power of the state to stop illegal miners and their foreign collaborators from further destroying the country's water bodies and vegetation. Okay. I mean, if we all put our forces together, then nobody can accuse any one media house of coming out with a deliberate agenda to make them look bad, right? But we know the agencies that are responsible, that are to ensure that galamsey does not happen, particularly in water bodies, especially knowing that nobody has been licensed to carry out any activity, not in any of the waters that we have here in Ghana. This can be stopped, and we hope that this campaign actually comes into reality where we put all our forces together. Roland, if we all put our forces together, can you imagine the Daily Graphic Group as a group, multimedia as a group, Despite as a group? I mean, all of us coming together. I mean, that's like a massive force,
Yes.
Yeah, to fight this.
But despite all that, the policy formulators and those who regulate and implement policy and enforcement of the laws need to be committed to it.
Yeah, so that's the whole idea. The whole idea is
Well,
to
we'll
put pressure on them. It's to put pressure on them, not to just get people to talk, because that's what we've been doing. We've been highlighting the issues. We've been getting people to explain how it's affecting them.
Because really,
But everybody's just sitting there watching.
Yeah, if somebody wants to stop it, the state machinery can stop it in a week.
I was appalled yesterday.
In a week.
You know, the Water Resources Commission is that institution mandated to protect. Their responsibility is, the Danes who the Prime, all these water bodies. and they are not supposed to license anybody at all to carry out any activity in these waters that we have. So why is it happening? Why is it happening? So somebody is certainly not doing their work. If you are Water Resources Commission and no activity is supposed to happen in the PRA, and it is, then who is failing us? I mean, somebody has to be whipped.
Yeah.
That's all there is. Okay, that's it for the Daily Graphic newspaper.
Okay, so we have the Ghanaian Times, and on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, we have police pick up 22 UCC students over acts of vandalism. You have a picture there of Professor Joseph Gate Ampia, who is the UCC Vice Chancellor. And then also we have Vice President. We will promote cashless society to facilitate growth. And now we have 7 arrested for failing to insure buildings. Suspected armed robber urinates in court. Charlie, this story is on page 3. Charlie, we have other stories and nice stories.
No. I want to know the circumstances under which.
An Accra Circuit Court has remanded Mariama Aneto, a trader, and Edward Kofi Agbende, an unemployed man, into police custody for alleged conspiracy and robbery. And it says that the accused pleaded not guilty and would appear again. Okay. Oh, the story is on page 3. It says I'm in court. Oh, it's not there. Oh, Times.
I'll look for it.
Okay, it says a 19-year-old Mason standing trial at the Accra Circuit Court 1 for allegedly robbing 2 women, including a police officer, shocked the judge and those in the courtroom when he urinated on himself during cross-examination yesterday. The accused, Samuel Ajako, started urinating as soon as the first witness gave a vivid description of the skills the accused displayed on the day she was robbed at gunpoint.
Was it out of shock?
I'm even wondering
that the person could remember exactly what
for you to be able to hold a gun, you shouldn't be urinating. Ajako, together with apparently other accomplices, and immediately when they mentioned his name, he started. They narrated and he started urinating. It could be part of the act. You know. They're smart.
Interesting.
And then we have on the back page of the paper a new oil gas facility opened at Takoradi Port in a Crosso gas chips compound. Achima Crosso.
Achima Crosso.
Is it Acrosso or Crosso? I see.
Which one is this?
Because I know Acrosso.
Oh, so where is this particular?
But this one is in the Achim. I'm thinking of Achim Crosso.
Really?
In the Etiwa district.
Etiwa, where is Etiwa? Is Etiwa like near Savankesi or something?
No, I don't think. Okay, Etiwa is on the other side of the road.
Then that's a different, because the Acrosso I know.
We have Acrosso.
Okay.
You have to go through then, so one goes through those places.
Okay,
sure. Or the down road, down.
Yeah.
Okay. You know places.
Yes, I know places.
What were you doing there? Is it your husband's hometown?
Yes, it is.
That's why. Because if it's not South Africa, Kumasi,
please.
London.
Let's do the finder. The business finder. I know a lot of places, Roland.
Oh.
I know a lot of places.
Yeah.
You'll be amazed.
The places that...
I know Anyuem. Do you know Anyuem? Where's Anyuem?
That's small town. Please, let's continue and do this. If you mention small town.
Yeah, but what were you thinking?
Westminster, cry Bombay Hona. Charlie,
let's do the dispatch now. Okay, do the dispatch.
The Daily Dispatch has on the front, drinking water faces fees. Drinking water with fees, 15.5 million. Ghanaians drink much water. And they said Ghanaians drink such water laced with feces.
Yeah, there was this, somebody
Research.
carried out some finding as well,
UNICEF.
which was greatly disputed. But it looks like, is it a year or so on?
If they say feces,
yeah,
I think they don't mean that we been raw. You see traits of it under microscopic
but that's the whole idea.
Yeah, but I say if you are saying that's a bino who no raw, but a bino.
Roland.
Oh, CFA, sorry. I'm sorry, the feces. Feces is a broth. When you're speaking English,
okay,
you see the problem.
That's it for the dispatch. Let's
the problem,
do the business
but let's look at this. Let's look at. Oh, please, let's look at the thing well.
IMF bailout extension Are you done?
Yeah, no, I want us to look at the story. It says that the
Are
United...
you okay this morning?
No, I'm okay. The United Nations International Children's Fund has disclosed that 3 out of every 5 people drink water contaminated with feces in Ghana. You see, this is the... English is so good. If it was a tree station. United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, one more say.
Okay. It looks like we...
All right.
Do we have to call for a break or something?
No, let's go on. Do you have music so that I can tell you? You know, to help. Because the things we have been hearing in Ghana since yesterday, water problem. Now it's even interlaced with
Let's
feces.
do the business finder, please.
No,
the business
feces.
finder.
Front
Page
tree feces.
of the business finder. IMF bailout extension. ICU demands full disclosure. And also set clear employment targets, TUC to government. This bit about ICU demanding full disclosure says the Industrial and Commercial Workers Union has asked government to provide details of its announced extension of the country's program with the International Monetary Fund. And demand for mortgages to go up. That's on page 3. It says the demand for mortgages is likely to soar following the announcement of the removal of the 5% value-added tax on real estate sales. Industry players have projected, according
How
to
many
the
people are able
executive
to
secretary
buy mortgages?
of the association.
Is your house a mortgage?
No, it isn't. Sami
You're rich.
Amagayibo,
You bought it outright?
The removal of the 5% VAT means more prospective home buyers.
Mamavi, your home.
can
You and your
afford
husband, you bought it outright?
to buy homes.
It's middle class.
The story is not about me.
It's not about you.
Yes,
But your
it's not
mortgage,
about me.
and I'm asking you, how do you buy? Is it outright or mortgage?
Let's do the business and financial.
Okay.
Times.
Trying to shut me down. Business and Financial Times. On the front page, we have government revives venture capital fund with some 219 million Ghana cedis. Up there, you have a picture there of Martin Ofori, and he's the CEO of Crystal Capital Investment. And he says the financial system weak to support industrialization, according to, okay, they say he's an expert. But Martin Ofori, who is the expert there, is the CEO of Crystal Capital Investment. We will block leakages to offset revenue losses from tax cuts. What's the meaning of that? We will block leakages to offset revenue losses from tax cuts. Can you explain this thing? Break the English down. For the ordinary Ghanaian. Because
so the Minister of Monitoring and Evaluation, Dr. Anthony Akotwose, has said that governments will block leakages in various sectors of the economy in order to recoup revenue loss from tax cuts and abolishments in the 2017 budgets. Now you can explain, right? So they're going to make up.
I know what
the
they
tax
said there.
Cuts. They're going to block where it leaks.
You have been doing too many water stories.
Where people play fast on the system.
Yeah, true. Yeah, good.
They're going to prevent.
You make a good finance person.
They're going to prevent people from, doing that, so that
from outwitting the system.
I wonder how we're going to do that, though.
Oh,
they're in the system. Plenty. If we can block those leakages, that would be really good. I wonder how. We wish you well, Mr. Minister.
Well, so we have a lot more news to talk about.
We're going to go online in a bit, but let's do our little money moments where we contribute 10 Ghana
You promised that
on
the 1st of May we're going to have a new box covered, well labeled. So I hope that you're working towards it.
So this is what we've been doing, even though we haven't been consistent. But I guess that is life. There are times that you have more. So today, Roland's going to put 12 Ghana 10 plus 2, 12 into the box,
this
and
one
I'm going to
for
put
my son for tomorrow. I don't know, sometimes you go many months. You told me you disgrace me. Oh.
So we're putting our 10 Ghana cedis in our box, and we're encouraging all of you to have your piggy banks, your little susu boxes, wherever, and put whatever amount you can afford to put in every day into it. God willing, at the end of this month, we're going to break down our box and figure out how much we've been able to make. And then we're going to carry it forward into an investment, a proper investment. Because when you keep putting the money in your susu box, you don't get any profit. You don't get. It's only what you're putting in the box.
Yeah.
No profits.
No profit.
No extra.
But the fact that I think your profit is that you have inculcated some level of discipline.
Yeah.
To put that money there.
It's true.
Because it's not easy trying to save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from the March,
April,
1st April, is it a weekday?
I think it's a Saturday.
First week in April.
Our
first working day.
1st April is on a Saturday.
Okay, so Monday, God willing, in April, the first Monday, we will start with our new box, and already we have a donation of 50 Ghana cedis coming from Mr. Tete from the
Are you serious? So
Hospital.
that donation, you are keeping it for next month?
Yeah, we'll put it in our new box.
Let's put it on this one and share.
No, we'll put it in our new box. We'll put it in our new box. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Let's pay attention to online now. We'll start with myjoyonline.com on the website this morning. Yeah. Can we do My Joy Online?
Yes, we can. Mama, do you think we have money? The box is light. Oh.
It's paper, man. It's not coins.
It will get 1,000.
I don't know, but I think
we started from January.
Yes.
How would you say January?
Well, it depends on where you're coming from.
January, since January, we started this.
January, February, March, 3 months. Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
Let's do online now. MyJoyOnline.com. Ghana Water Company wants chiefs to save dying water bodies. Let's move on. Steps up effort to block smuggling loopholes in Ashanti region. So that's the same language. The
new
monitoring and evaluation minister
happens to have found its way also on
My Joy Online. We're going to seal all those holes that we have in our public sector. Yeah.
You know, Osafo Maafo, when he was nominated as finance minister by President Kufuor, I went to his vetting. Same things that we keep hearing.
Keep hearing.
We broaden the tax nets.
Yeah.
Make sure that we get to the informal sector.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, 17 years down the line.
When you go for a job interview, you
have to impress.
Well, apart from that,
as a country,
but it's like somebody has put some.
We have to ask questions as a country. Are we willing to do that? For example, Galamsey Menace. Look, there's no way you can tell me that a Chinese company or a Ghanaian company has a license to undertake Galamsey, but it's polluting the main water body that feeds thousands of or hundreds of communities.
And
we can't get the Ghana Army or the Ghana Police Service to go seize their items straight up. Ghana has done it. Nobody can do FOCO.
Yeah.
We are not committed to it. All this thing that we are doing is just playing to the gallery. I'm telling you. All this thing that the minister has gone to parliament and all that, it's just playing to the gallery. We are the state. We control the regulations. We control the security services. We can go there one day at a time and stop it. That's why sometimes we like Rollins.
If we can go there and go and tell the story.
You know Rollins, Owens. Sometimes why we like Rollins. He will go into the gutter, do the thing. Whether it's for superficial reasons or to appeal to people's emotions or not, he's done it. But it's not brofu, English. That's our problem.
Let's continue with the stories on myjoyonline.com. Shooting outside UK Parliament. We've got pictures on myjoyonline.com. Pictures that will tell you the story as it happened yesterday. You can hit on the site and check them out. Multimedia Group signs MOU with Invest in Africa to support SMEs. That's a good thing. So there's a memorandum of understanding that's been signed to help SMEs. If you're a small business owner, you want to click on the story and get to understand how you can also benefit. Letter from Africa, Ghana's unstable, honorable house. That's a piece that will be interesting to read. Fire guards Metromass bus en route to Cape Coast. We brought you that story in our AM News. Terror attack at UK Parliament, 2 killed in Westminster terror incident. 3 out of 5 Ghanaians drink water contaminated by human waste. And there are a lot more stories. 22 students arrested after bloody clashes. The Central Regional Police say they have arrested some 22 students involved in the recent clashes on campus during the Atlantic Whole Week celebration. We're talking the University of Cape Coast here. And when you see some of the things that the students did, you wonder if this is a university really. Are we talking about university students, or we're talking about some radicals like people who have never been educated before? It's a shame that an 18-year-old now is in hospital. And apparently, I just been
told by my friends in the crew this morning. Apparently, he was not one of the main protagonists.
No, he wasn't. He went to study. He was going back to his hall.
So unfortunate.
And then, Can you imagine? But how do students, if students who have education, this is like the highest. If they are able to carry out this, then imagine people who have never been educated before. I think it's a shame.
We have to punish those
We
students.
have students.
Because they may be maiming somebody, you know, because the gentleman now can't walk.
Yeah, because he says he's not able to feel his legs. But I like him a lot because he's got great hopes. He says, I will walk again. I will walk again. And it's sad when you listen to his father, because a father puts his child in school, you know. Look at where he started from and where he's gotten to. And to think that he's watching his son lying on a bed not knowing when he's going to walk again. And what did he do wrong? He sent his son to school, and that's what we encourage everybody to do. Send your child to school, and your child can be safe on campus. It's really unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
When you have children, you tend to empathize and appreciate these things more.
It's a shame, really. Okay, so that's it for myjoyonline.com. Lots more stories. There's this other issue about the former President John Mahama that's also been trending. If you like, there's a lot of people within the NDC who are now talking. So here you see incompetent Mahama can't lead NDC in 2020. That's an NDC member of parliament
really
saying that. So the debaters, you know, there are people who are for and against, and they are all now speaking. It's good they do that way before 2020,
yes.
you know. Yeah. So battle it out now and do it even if it's open. You know, you can wash your dirty linens in public. It's fine.
Doesn't
it's
matter.
A long way to the
After all, they are a public institution, a political parties.
Let's get on to City FM Online. Critics of Mahama's election defeats uninformed. So that's the debate that's still ongoing here. Sacked police recruits a serious security threat, according to a member of parliament. Mobile
For
money.
Ashaiman.
Oh, that's your member of parliament. Okay, not exactly. It's your border member of parliament.
Yeah,
right?
but still, I grew up in the community. My parents lived there in Ashaiman, and that's not me. His call.
Mobile money interoperability. Is that it? Can't be forced on telcos. Is that the money transfer from one telco to the other?
I think so.
All right, stop endorsing Mahama for 2020.
But the network that I use, I can send money to another network.
Oh, you can?
Yes, the network that I use.
What,
should I tell you the network?
The middle.
Should I tell you the network?
No, I don't think you should.
Okay.
If you're able to confirm if the middle people that we were trying to get to carry out this, have we hired them now? Are they working?
Oh.
Remember?
To do the transfer?
Yes,
because the one that's generating the
exactly. Problem. Are they operating yet?
No, not sure.
Okay, so they don't mention.
No. But seriously, my network.
Yeah.
I can transfer.
Okay, to another.
A network. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're on Vodafone. You can transfer to me on MTN. Is that it?
For example, yes.
Okay.
It's an example we're giving, right?
Well, we'll have to find out. I mean, that's a lead.
For example, Vodafone Cash.
That's a lead.
For example.
Yeah, but that's the same thing I said.
You can transfer to. Is that you use MTN?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
Oh, Roland.
MTN.
Okay, so that's it for City FM Online. Let's do the BBC main page, and then we'll go to the Africa page later. 5 dead and 40 injured in London attack. 5 people died after an attack.
Who is this man there?
Not sure. Maybe the police officer who was stabbed. An attacker stabs a police officer and kills 3 other people in Westminster in what the Prime Minister calls a sick and depraved terror act. Okay, so there are different things that are linking to this, because I think first it was a vehicle that was driven on
through the staircase of the Westminster Abbey. That's the Parliament House.
And then the same driver got down to do the stabbing, I hear, and then police shot and killed him afterwards. You know, yeah. But this is a place where things work, right? So police are on sites, and they take the person down as soon as it's possible to do that. Oh, so you can, go on the site for the latest updates. And as soon as this incident happened, I mean, it's like, okay, every news item was on this, and that's what carried.
This is where you'll say that really. Donald Trump is good for.
It's good for what?
For UK. His things are
What would they have done? Well, they haven't been able to identify. We still don't know who is behind it.
No,
and are they
I
rolling
think
out?
they know who is behind it. They're just not kind of leaving the
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll come back.
letting the public
come back and
in on many of the, because it's a security issue. They first want to establish whether the person acted alone or acted with groups, and then they want to perhaps investigate the chain.
Okay.
Of the contacts, of the preparedness, etc. Because I'm not sure he just stood up one day and did what he did. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but what is good is the fact that London is back to almost normal. People are going about their duties. I think yesterday they said like about 4 hours after the incident, restaurants were packed. People were still, going.
Wow. I like those guys, my friend.
Kenya tax system hacked for millions. An IT expert appears in court charged with stealing $39 million
Seriously.
from Kenya's
all
National
those
Tax
guys
Authority.
in Nigeria and Ghana doing 419, all those things. You pale against this man. Look at handsome guy. He's able to hack into the system. $39 million.
And that's a good thing?
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm saying that all the things.
This is state's money he's stolen.
No, actually, this guy's a thief.
Yeah, he is.
You and I were on the same.
But you said you liked him.
No.
Because he's a hacker?
No. I said he's a nice guy. I didn't say that.
Really?
I like what he did. There's a difference.
We're not talking about him as a person.
Can we take a break? I see that Mama V doesn't want me to do
We're
the show.
talking about the act.
Mama V doesn't want me to do this show. So we're taking a break.
Well, there are other stories. You can take a break. I won't take a break. There are other stories on the page. Islamic channel porn gap satanic. So please, let's click on the story and share. But I think yesterday we just ran through it. The fact that Roland, you were talking about it, that a state broadcaster, was it a state broadcaster?
No,
like a television
it's an
station.
Islamic.
So this is a
TV
religious TV channel.
Okay, yeah,
a religious TV channel in Senegal has blamed an unidentified saboteur for the satanic trick that led to a hardcore porn film being shown on air. Tuba TV's viewers were shocked when explicit sexual content appeared on their screens between 13:10 and 13:30. For 20 minutes?
They didn't.
Local time on Monday, and this was like a.
And their viewers
day.
also watched.
The privately run
religious TV viewers.
Hang on. The privately run TV station had initially said that a troublesome network bug had led to the blunder. Tuba TV is run by Senegal's influential Mouride Islamic sect. The channel has laid a complaint with the authorities to identify the culprit. But why did they keep it running for 20 minutes? They could have just shut down the entire system.
Yeah.
Or maybe the person hacked and held onto it, so you couldn't do anything.
But they could have shut the system.
Wow. So it's not clear how the perpetrators access the station's network. May nobody, we come against every person who wants to take hold of our show and show their own thing. We refuse it in Jesus' name.
You mean it's coming on? Now I'm confused. You mean it's going to happen?
Well, that's it for our review. But we promised you that this primary school, which is in Asante Mampong, where we're in your face every morning with a story, just to remind authorities to put up a new classroom block for these children. So we're going to play the story
now.
Not now. Okay, I think Gomez says we'll play it after sport. We're going to remind authorities in Asante Mampong to put up a new classroom block. A new classroom block, one that your own children can sit in to study. Treat them like your own. We'll play back the story until they fix this issue. That will be right after sport. So Benedict is up next.